check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. All right, man, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. I got this little news rumor. It's called a rumor right now. Last night, but all that Andrew Luck, and then I was watching Miami and Florida game. I didn't catch none of the boxing that came on last night, but I heard that Juan Strata stopped Dwayne Beeman. I'm not sure how the Figueroa card went at all. Haven't checked up on it, but I appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos, best way to help out. And hearing that Canelo and Kovalev having some turbulence as far as what they want. Okay, so the fight ain't just a foregone conclusion, and it's come down to the weight. Canelo wants to fight Kovalev at 172. Kovalev wants to fight at 175. So I heard that Canelo wanted it at 172. Y'all heard that here first. That's what I've been hearing. And he wants a rehydration clause as well. And I got a really, really good, strong source on that. And like I said, Kovalev can't make 172. He weighed more than Anthony Yarde last night as far as when the weigh-in was. He was almost, what, 174.6. So in actuality, trying to get him to cut almost 3 pounds down. He don't have 3 pounds to cut down. You know what I'm saying? You see last night in the first round, it took a minute for him to get jump started. It did. It took a minute for him to get his legs up under him. He didn't come out there with no sweat on him. You know, when you see a fighter come out there and they don't have no sweat, that's not a good sign. You know what I'm saying? That means that they might have had some problems making weight, or may have some problems with the weight. Usually a good old school fighter comes out there, you know, lathered up in sweat. Look at some of the young Mike Tyson fights, because you want to get that good warm up. You don't want to wear yourself out, but you want to come in there loose, because usually a cold fighter that's dry is more susceptible to getting knocked out. So, you know, so they are getting overweight, and that's a huge sticking point. You know what I'm saying? Because Kovalev just can't make that weight comfortably, and if he do, you know, look how he was drained coming in at 174.6. I think that was his weight. And just look how, you know, he was kind of wishy-washy in the first half of that fight with Kovalev. He didn't have no legs, and people said he won every round. No, he didn't. All he doing was throwing a jab, and his mouth was tired, his legs was heavy in the first few rounds of that fight. But Canelo, you know, he gonna come up there with some restrictions. Ever since Floyd Mayweather used his A side to, you know, inflict his will on Canelo in that fight, Canelo ain't had no mercy on nobody else. It ain't like he went in there and destroyed Floyd Mayweather. He got a draw. You know, I mean, he got a draw on one card, but he really got washed 12-0. And ever since then, he been dictating what he want to do. He fought Lara. Remember, he told Lara to come up to 155. He didn't want a Super WBA belt. You know, he put the weight clips on Chavez Jr., 164.5. He made Triple G weight, you know, do all this other shit. And most people think he finessed him on the cards in the first fight. But, you know, like, come on, make the fight intriguing. If you really want to fight this guy, you really want to beat him, then why you got to put handcuffs on? He ain't trying to put a rehydration clause. Now, if he choose to fight Kovalev at 175, he going to put a rehydration clause on Kovalev. That's just, we know he just can't. He not about to jump up and weight and not have no safety net behind him. That just ain't Canelo MO. And usually his safety net behind him when he fought Triple G was that he was the A side. He had Oscar De La Hoya got a ton of pull in Vegas, you know, and they gonna make sure he win the fight. But it's unfortunate that, you know, that he want to be great and jump up all these weight classes, and then he want to put handcuffs on people. And he don't want to get a fair fight, and that's why when his legacy go down, they probably say he one of the greatest fighters in Mexico, but we gonna say he was one of the greatest ducks and one of the greatest, you know, negotiators, and the ones that really use their dominant A side. And if I'm Kovalev, and I know I can't do it, you know, I won't take the fight. But at the end of the day, if they want me to come to 172, then I'm going to need $12, $15 million. You know, because guess what? Canelo need Kovalev more than Kovalev need Canelo. At least on the surface, it seemed that. I don't know how much money Kovalev need, but how bad Kovalev want the money. If Kovalev want the money bad, then they probably at a standstill because Canelo don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He ain't gonna fight Triple G. He don't want to fight Jamal Charlo. Who else is there to fight for him? Callum Smith. You can go to the UK and fight Callum Smith. So, he really need Kovalev. He sat out here and he waited to see if Kovalev was gonna win or lose last night, and now Kovalev has switched up and saying, "No, I can't. I want to fight at 175. I don't want to do that 172 shit." Can Kovalev, keep a 10-pound rehydration to the Saturday in the morning? Could. Canelo might pull one out the back of his ass and say, "We need to weigh in same morning." He may do some shit like that. But that's why he won't go down as one of the more respected fighters in this generation. He just can't. Because he really never beat nobody. Like he never, look at what's Canelo's best win? When did he just beat the brakes off a motherfucker on the elite level? And Gulo Kirkland on count, they had took each other out years before that. And Gulo just got out of jail. Well, he was in some type of, detention center held for immigration level. Because Austin Trout, it was a good performance, but some people thought Trout won. Some people thought it was close. Miguel Cotto, he didn't obliterate the legend like he was supposed to. Mayweather, he got beat up. Chavez Jr., he couldn't even stop a dead man in the ring. Triple G twice. Some people think it won both Triple G way. Some people think it went 1-1. So when is he just straight up dominated somebody? Some people think Lara beat him. Some people thought the Danny Jacobs fight was close. I didn't think it was close. When is he straight up just dominated somebody in the ring? So he always need these advantages, and when you be loved, people tend to forget about the advantages that you need. Like with Manny Pacquiao, people tend to forget, two of those belts he won was bullshit to be an A division champion. People tend to forget he drained Margarito down to like 150 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And then called himself A division champion, which is bullshit. How many times you beat the lineal? People tend to forget he catch weighted Oscar. He fought Shane Mosley after Floyd fought him. He fought Oscar after Floyd fought him. He made Cotto come down with a catch weight. But how many times they really, vividly bring that up in arguments? They said Pacquiao beat him. Pacquiao and Canelo know that's all that matter. No matter if the fight was close, they know when you go look on box record at the end of their career, it's a dub. But we'll see how much mental fortitude or how much how much Kovalev gonna stay on this power. Is he gonna go get the money versus Beevil? If there's any money in that fight, Gosvick, Patervia, he can fight all of them, and it won't amount to probably what he can get versus Canelo Alvarez. So he said he want big fights. He's 36 years old. He wants the biggest paydays at this point in his career. Obviously, he didn't get paid what he was supposed to get paid versus Andre Ward probably in both fights. For the magnitude and how good those fights was, just wasn't a casual level fight. And Kovalev want to break through on the casual level, excuse me. But it's going to be hard to break through on the casual level fighting on his own. So get that casual type of money. But Canelo, no, you're wrong. Fight him at 175. Fight him with no restrictions. I think a lot of people have respect. That man, 36 years old. It's something that you see. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to get out that jab and get to the body. We'll see. But you caught Kovalev out. You need Kovalev. You the one that's not trying to clean out your division and fight Jamal or fight Demetrius or give a trilogy with Triple G. You the one that fought Chavez at 164.5. You the one that fought Rocky Fielding at 168 and put a rehydration clause on him. At some point, dignity and respect outweigh money. And we'll see at what point that is for Kovalev. Because if Kovalev doing all that for less than $10 million versus Canelo, he gonna do 172 in the rehydration clause. He a fucking fool. At least go up there and get 8 figures for you getting beat down and being drained. But that man, 36 years old, he been in light heavyweight forever. I can't imagine him dropping around 3 more pounds because he came in at 164 in the 0.6. I can't imagine for yard weigh in. I can't imagine him dropping that way. And then I can't rehydrate more than 182 the Monday morning. That's just a lot to ask. So basically, he'd be selling this belt Now in the vacuum, had they fought at 175 and no rehydration clause, would that be a closer fight? Yeah, because Canelo jumping up another weight class. Kovalev got one of the best jabs in the building, but despite fighting at 175, we know Kovalev is good for the first 4, 5, 6 rounds. And last night he was able to catch his second win because Yard didn't go to the body. Otherwise, he would have stopped Kovalev. Lack of experience. We know Canelo has some problems with stamina, but if you give him another weight class to jump up, and when he ain't got to drain his body, he probably feel good at 175. It's probably more of his natural fighting weight. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate the love, support. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hill Blaze, at thehillblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellas1 Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Website, promo code, description. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, beauty request. All information in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.